and gentlemen, I'm happy to say this is Mark Isaac Potter Presents. We're visiting today with Tammy Frazier, who's a wonderful human being and has a lot of stories. We're only going to do a few minutes, but she's got stories we could do hours and hours. Tammy, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, just briefly, your education, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I was raised in Biloxi, Mississippi, and
Okay.
I finished high school in Biloxi. I
Okay.
left there and I started traveling. My family opened up timeshare resorts all over the country, and I
Okay.
ended up in Ohio
Yeah.
back in '87.
All
And
right.
um, I stayed in the timeshare industry on and off until 2000 because of
Okay. Okay.
my son. I
Something
had
you
my son,
already knew.
yeah, I had my son in 1994. So I
Okay.
got out of this and became a realtor. That was
All right.
19 years ago.
Very cool. Very, very cool. And tell us about how your business works day to day. What's the day-to-day process of your real estate business?
Well, I answer the phone 7 days a week
Oh,
and
geez.
I don't sleep much. So if they're calling me, I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
Um, I don't stop. I really do think that knowledge is power, and I know a lot about the industry and all of the chattel parts to it, the financing, the inspections, the closing, the surveys, the all of it. I was president of the board in 2011. I worked my way up to that, so I had all the director chairs, vice
Okay. Now,
president.
what board is that? Tell us.
That was Medina County Board of Realtors in
Okay.
Medina,
Okay.
and
I'm
I
yeah.
learned a lot. Learned a
I'm a,
lot. On to the
I'm a,
professional standards.
okay. I'm originally from Ohio, from Vermilion. So
Love Vermilion. I sell a lot of
yeah.
houses in Vermilion.
Yeah. 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 All right. So please tell us one of your best stories. Tell us one of your best stories about the real estate business.
I'm going to tell you my own. I
Okay.
lost my Katrina back in 2005 in Biloxi,
Okay.
Mississippi.
Okay.
And 7 years later, I was still paying a mortgage on it. And because my son was fixing to go to college and I couldn't ruin my credit.
Oh,
So
geez.
I paid on a house for 7 years that
That didn't
was
exist.
gone,
That was
didn't
gone.
exist.
Wow.
So 7 years, the year before Sammy graduated, a casino bought it from me.
Huh.
And the land, just the land. A
Yeah.
casino bought it from me, and I did a 1031 exchange. So I came up to Sandusky, and I had been there decades before and loved Sandusky. And we looked all over and never even knew what a boathouse was. I knew what a
Huh.
houseboat was.
Yeah.
So I went to have lunch and I met this old guy. And he's
Okay.
like, "What are you doing around here? I've never
Ha,
seen you."
ha,
I said,
ha,
"Well, I'm
ha.
looking for a rental." And he pointed me to Dutch Lane. And I came down to Dutch Lane and I've been there ever since.
Very
I
cool.
closed
And
on it October 2011. And there's nothing like living in a boathouse, honey. So my own
that's
story is my best story.
oh, that's beautiful. And my sister lives in Sandusky.
Does she?
One of my two sisters, Judy. Yeah.
So then
Judy.
she knows what boathouses are. I never even
Yeah.
had a clue what they are.
Oh, I don't
Something
know that I've
special.
heard of them either. So that's quite amazing.
Well, we don't have garages for our for our
Yeah.
cars. We have garages for our boats.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, what makes your real estate service special compared to other real estate businesses?
I care. I care
Okay.
about everyone as if they're either my kid or my kin. Um, I fight for them like I'm fighting for my, people I know. I doesn't matter if it's 6,000 or 6 million.
Yeah.
I'll go after everything and everybody and protect them all the same way.
All right. That's very, very wonderful. All right. So what are the steps that someone would take to be in touch with you? Let me say we're gonna be putting your contact information on the screen for the entire show. So you'll get to decide later what things you want in those 4 lines. But do you prefer a text? Do you prefer a phone call? Do you prefer email? What's your
I like
preference?
I like text.
Okay, you prefer a text?
Hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little more time, Tammy, and I didn't know we would. Tell me about do you do I know you work in the realtor association sometimes. Do you also do other community things or you're really focused on your clients?
Oh, nope. Downtown Sandusky has so much to offer. It is
Okay.
really an town. Number one small coastal town in the United States, by the way,
Yeah.
Sandusky is.
Yeah.
And help with the people who put together Pride. I volunteer for that. I volunteer for Strongman, which last year was the first year we had Strongman in Ironman, excuse me,
Oh,
Ironman in
okay.
Sandusky.
Okay.
Uh, I, put together things for Victoria's Kitchen in order to benefit them at the times of the year, which is all year long that they really, really need.
Now, do you feel like you work mostly in Sandusky or just in that county that Sandusky's in or
Oh,
what?
no, I worked
Uh,
7 counties from
Okay.
Medina, Ohio to Cleveland, Ohio to Sandusky, Ohio, and that
Okay.
whole triangle in between.
All right.
I'll run an hour, 30 minutes to show a house,
Jeez.
to
Okay.
sell a house, to
You're
help. So
amazing. You're just amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Please get a hold of Tammy if you'd like to relocate to the Northeast Ohio area. If you already have a place and want to change, we just love her. She's really great. We'll talk to
thank
you
you.
soon, folks. This has
Thank
been
you so
Mark
much.
Isaac Butter Presents with Tammy Frazier.
Have a great day.
Take care.
Thank you. You too.
All right.